Hello there viewers, welcome back to Face to Face. Now, it's been quite a while since I've been here. Well, you might not know what is going on behind the camera, but I can assure you I feel very nostalgic and I feel kind of weird as well. But well, since I'm here today, so I'm going to talk about racism today. So with my dear friend who has been here before. So well, let's welcome Miss Shafira. Hi.
Hi.
How do you feel?
I feel good actually. It feels good being on here.
Really? You want to stay here forever?
No, but like it's familiar. Like I'm not weirded out by it.
Okay, it's really nice to have you again because we're going to talk about something really controversial, but at the same time really important for us to know.
Yeah.
So before we start to talk about racism, so I would like to ask you some questions.
Okay.
So how's your studies?
At college?
Yes.
It's been good. Like I got like some good grades, and then I did kind of bad. Yeah, on some subjects like syntax or academic writing.
But I'm pretty sure you're not going to, I'm still sure that you're above the average, right?
Yeah.
Which means you're still safe.
Yeah, I'm still safe, but
probably not safe in the mentality.
Yeah, it's like I'm kind of like disappointed in myself because when I was like doing the exam, I was like, oh, I can do this. This is easy.
Yeah, everyone was like that. Everyone was like that until they saw the scores.
Yeah, I think there's a mistake. I don't believe that's my final score.
You should consult the teacher. I did consult the teacher too.
I was going to consult her like yesterday.
Yeah, me too.
She wasn't there, so like, yeah, maybe next week.
But I'm pretty sure that many students actually consulted her about it, and including me. So I messaged her about it, and she's like, okay, I'll check it. And I'm like so happy because I was so shocked about my scores.
Because like that can be our scores.
Yeah.
Because it was easy.
Yeah, it was kind of easy, and it was. I'm pretty sure that she taught us well, and she didn't make any kind of ambiguous statement or explanation. So I believe that we can do it.
Yeah, I do too.
Like you have heard the testimonies from our seniors.
Yeah.
So that even if you have hard times with the with syntax, but she will teach you well, so you won't have any problems with it actually.
Yeah.
So I actually believe that, and yeah, I don't see any problem during the test when we did the questionnaires.
It wasn't
kind of
hard.
okay.
It wasn't difficult at all.
Yeah, we could still elaborate what is this and what is that, and we can still analyze.
I was like kind of shocked when I got what? This is my score? I was
Me
like,
too.
what?
I actually there was my friend our classmates. She actually skipped one part, which was 25 points.
Oh.
And she was crying.
But she got good grades?
And she noticed that she skipped a part, so she went in the class again and asked for, she kind of pleaded for the chance to do it, because she didn't do it. I don't know why. But I didn't know why. And she didn't know why too. She skipped that part.
Did she end up doing it then?
No, the teacher was like kind of strict, so she didn't let her do it, and she cried in front of me.
That's sad.
Yeah, and then the saddest thing for me, I mean, we're friends, but in studies, we're not friends. Do you get what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah. We're still striving on our own to get good grades. So she skipped a part, but her scores is still above me, and I'm like,
that's weird.
What? That's weird.
That's
I know,
weird.
right? I don't mean to offend her. She probably feel kind of offended if she watches this, but I don't think she will watch this. Well, I don't think she will watch this because she's so busy.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess our studies are kind of okay.
Yeah, it's kind of okay.
So
Ups
what
and
about
downs.
your university life? Aside from the tests, aside from studies, like maybe organization experience and stuff.
It's been good. Well, NEC is tomorrow. Last time we talked about it on here, and it's tomorrow, and it's ending tomorrow. I'm the host.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be performing too, and I'm also the secretary, so I'm like multitasking. It's awesome.
That's
like,
great.
It's been awesome.
I mean, you're piling up your achievements
and
experience inside your CV.
I guess
and
you're
like
that.
Smack bam.
Yeah.
There you go. Look, I can sing, I can perform, I can MC, and I'm a secretary.
I can do everything.
Wow.
Might as well just do the whole thing by myself.
So you can change the song, try everything into do everything.
Yeah.
Since you
exactly
the artist and you have quite a similar name.
Yeah.
Shakira and Shafira.
Oh God.
That's kind of funny, the similarities.
Yeah. I don't really like Shakira though, so.
Well, I like her. I like how she controls her voice. It's really wonderful. But I like your voice too. I don't know.
I like her dance moves.
Oh, that's really sexy.
She has like the craziest
Yeah, I know, like
and the most
the
awesome.
belly dance kind
Yeah,
of. Wow, that's sexy.
She's awesome.
And I like how she's being a great mother too. Like,
Oh, she's a mother?
yeah, she's a mother.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know she was married.
She has a son now.
Nice.
And
she
she's
looks
like
good.
Yeah, she
for
still
a
looks
mom.
so wow, you know,
Yeah,
her
so
body.
young and so like
How to do that?
radiant. I don't know.
Okay.
Celebrities.
Celebrities, they have their own secrets.
Yeah.
So anyway, are you excited for today's talk?
Yes, because
Definitely.
I talk about racism all the time.
Yeah, with me too.
Yeah, in class, you know me.
Well, I know you.
Yeah.
And you know me too.
I've written like so many essays and articles about racism, and it's one of my favorite things to talk about.
Why do you think it's very interesting?
I don't know, because I like
You like controversial stuffs.
Yeah, but I mean not just that. I just kind of I like paying attention to what's going on surrounding me and like everywhere, so I can be more aware about what's happening. I like to teach myself about stuff and to be more open-minded, you know.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I know, we have a quite close and similarities between.
Yeah, exactly. In that kind of category.
Yeah, in that kind of category, and I really like that too. So here's a riddle for you. How can a man go 8 days without sleep? This is quite easy, but it sounds kind of difficult.
I've no idea. How can a man go without sleeping for 8 days?
Well, the key is at days.
I have no idea.
8 days.
8 days without sleeping, right?
8 days without sleeping.
The
key is at days. Days.
Days. It's 8 days, right?
Yeah.
I don't
days.
think you can. I don't think
You can.
No, you can't.
You want to know the answer?
Yeah. What is
You
it?
sleep at night. I told you the key is at days.
I was. That is horrible.
That's
That is
horrible.
that
When
is
I
a
found this
horrible
right
joke.
When I found this right, I was
sleep at
laughing my
night.
lungs out
my
because
God.
it's so funny. I don't know why. Okay.
It's funny once you know the answer.
Yes. But when you don't know the answer, you'll be like,
What is going on?
what and what? Okay.
Because how can you possibly go 8 days without sleeping?
I know, right? Because according to a psychology research, they found out that if you don't sleep for 3 days, you're going crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the longest a person can go without sleep was 11 days, and they were having
11 days? Oh, it's not 3 days.
11 days.
11
that was the
days.
longest, and they were having hallucination and stuff like that. So
Wow.
it's crazy.
So sleep is very important. So
Yeah.
don't forget to sleep. Even no matter how busy you are, you have to sleep.
Sleep is very essential
Yes.
for your well-being.
Okay, so before we start our talk in the second segment, I would like to ask one question. So what are your
God.
strengths in your opinion?
My strengths.
Yeah.
You're putting me on the spot here. How?
Okay, you wanna go for weakness instead?
You're putting me more on the spot. But I don't
Come
know.
on, you know your own strengths.
My own strength. I'd like to think I'm a loyal friend.
Loyal friend.
Yeah, I'm very supportive of my friends. I don't care what they do. Just you do you, boo.
Okay.
Just just do you. I'm just
loyal
I'm very
friend.
supportive. Yeah, just loyal friend. I don't know. Is that a strength? I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean the strength. I mean in the terms of skills. Okay, you can say academic or non-academic. It's up to you.
I don't know yet. I'm a very confused person.
Very confused person.
Yeah.
I guess that's the weakness.
Yeah, that's the weakness. I can't make up my mind.
Okay, so stay tuned at Face to Face viewers. We're going to talk a lot more about racism in the second segment and third segment and so on. So stay tuned at Face to Face. Welcome back, viewers, to Face to Face. So we're going to talk about racism with my dear friend here, Shafira.
Yay.
So I would like to ask you one question. So in your opinion, what is the definition of racism?
my definition of racism.
Yes, your definition, because we all know the definition of racism from dictionary and stuff. But what about you yourself?
My definition is it's just basic. It's the same. Like hating someone based on the color of their skin. Like treating people differently because of their skin color. Maybe you're yellow or black or white, but it's like if you hate someone based on their color, their skin color, then you're racist. It's as simple as that.
Okay. So in your opinion, racism is based on the skin color.
Yeah.
Okay, but we have so many colors, so many swatches of skin color, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we're gonna watch a video about a racism. It's actually a comparison. So let's watch it together.
Ooh, exciting.
That's what you mentioned just now. Racism is based on color, so we can see that there's a comparison from the left side and right side of a white man and a black man. So basically, what do you think about the video?
It's just that the blacks, I'm sorry, it's kind of weird saying black, but the blacks are not like, they don't get the same opportunities white people have, you know? And it's just silly because like the blacks are actually the victim, like in the history, like throughout the history, the black history. And I just don't get why they're the ones who get treated badly by the white people. And it's stupid. Like they should be having.
It's kind of silly.
Yeah,
it's actually happening in America and the western part of this world.
It's actually happening in all around the world, but America is like the majority of where it's happening.
I don't get why, but probably it's an effect that has been passed on by history.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. But it's like black people. I'm sorry, black people don't have any place on the earth. I mean, why?
Exactly. Like,
I mean,
why?
actual Indonesians, they're actually tanned.
Yeah.
Pretty close to black too. So I mean, what's the point? What's the point of doing the?
We're all humans. Like we should get
separation
treated equally.
Yeah, we should be.
No one should be like superior. And white people. I mean, I'm not saying all white people do this, but most white people
Majority.
feel like they're superior, feel like
Yeah.
they can do anything because they have white privileges, you know? It's
Yeah.
just, it's stupid.
I believe that they still kind of, unconsciously or subconsciously feeling the superiority due
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the special treatment they got like
Yeah.
years ago, and then
Yeah.
it's still
And they're like,
passed
hey,
down.
I'm better than you.
Yeah, I don't like that. But some Americans are really, really nice though. Some of them
Yeah,
are really
I'm not saying all of them. I have lots of
Yeah.
American friends.
Yeah, I know, right? Me too. And they're like so kind. And they, I met one.
Understanding.
I met one
Really?
guy. He's from California, and he's super nice. And he's actually not white, but not black as well.
So like mixed.
It's like a
Okay.
mix. No, I mean the skin. So he's not black, but he's not white too. So he's like Indonesian, but he's very chill with stuff he plays with. He doesn't differentiate people.
Exactly,
He
like, we need
define
more people like
friends.
that.
Yeah, I like that too. And he's like, come on, come to California. I'm like,
That's
well,
it.
you can sponsor my scholarship.
It's
if you
really
want.
hot in California.
Yes, but it looks so fun,
Yeah.
sun tanning under the beach.
I don't
Okay.
need sun tanning, I'm already tan.
Okay, so back to the racism. So
Uh-huh.
how many racism types are there in your opinion?
I don't think there are types of racism. I think like racism is racism. There's no term. There's this term actually called reverse racism, which is silly because like that's what they call it when you're being racist towards the whites. That's weird because like racism is racism no matter who you're
Yes.
racist against. There shouldn't
How,
be
how does it work as
There-
reverse racism?
exactly like there shouldn't be any new term for it. Like if you're racist towards a white person, then you're racist. That's it. You don't have to have like a new term for it, reverse racism. Like you
It's kind
want
of
to have-
stupid.
yeah, it's really
I
stupid
I
actually.
feel kind of weird, being a host, but calling people stupid. But okay, I want to
should
make
be doing that.
I want to make it clear that the idea of making new terms is stupid,
Yeah.
not the people. So people are, depends on their perspective, depends on their choices and stuff.
Yeah.
They can actually be smart. If you don't like someone, okay, we all prejudice. We all prejudice anyway. So if you
We've
don't
all
like
judged
someone,
someone.
we all judge anyway, from appearance, from skin, from race,
Yeah, we can't help
everything,
it.
or,
We
or
judge
even
every-
from the way our hair curls and
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't like someone, if you don't feel comfortable with someone, okay, then avoid. Then don't start any kind of hate crime and stuff.
Exactly. It's a lot easier to just avoid if you don't like
Yeah.
someone. You can't like it's like these days people are like so bitter with their lives that they have to feel the need to
Trample someone under their
yeah,
feet. I don't know
to
why.
bring them down with them.
I don't
Like,
feel the
it's-
necessity.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't.
what's the
it's-
point of pulling our humidity rate down?
Yeah.
Because humidity right now is very, I don't know. It's
sad.
Like, it's like
actually.
at the double-edged sword. Is that what you say? Because it's like, I don't know, it's deteriorating very rapidly, and I don't like the idea. The cases that have been happening in Indonesia, they're all kind of sad, but it's not actually into racism.
Yeah, we don't really have lots of racism here because like
But we used to have them.
yeah.
Like,
Kind of.
between religions and then between the race, May 1998 incident where the Chinese were, beaten up really badly due to
Oh,
economy, due to some bad triggers about that. Okay. And then we have the, what was that? The religion between the Muslim and the Christian.
Yeah, that's silly.
We did have one last year, if I'm not wrong. In Papua. What do you call Papua in?
Papua New Guinea.
No,
That-
not Papua New Guinea. It's actually Papua in Indonesia. What do you call that in English?
I have no idea. Papua, I don't know.
Okay, so anyway, we have
There.
that region,
Mhm.
and then it was actually a hoax. It's actually a false news. Like they were, borrowing and lending speaker for prayers. There wasn't any incident, and
At all.
no, there wasn't any incident. So the Muslims are okay, the Christians are okay. There's no burning incident at all.
But they're just making up like
Yeah,
stories.
like the news, and then it went all blah. If I can describe it as blah, and then people in Jakarta was like, damn, here,
like, of course,
this, that,
because we don't know what's actually going on.
Yeah, and then
right?
when it turned out to be a hoax, they were like,
dang it,
I did nothing. I did nothing. I didn't put on flames. I didn't put any fuel on the incident and stuff.
But you did anyway.
Yeah, right. Okay, so which of the kinds of racism is the worst in your opinion? Well, we have the skin color, we have race. You know, race is more like the features of the face. You know, like how I look very Chinese, but I'm Indonesian. And then how skin, face features, religion, culture, background. Which of them do you think is the worst?
I think all of them
All
are
of
the
them.
worst. They're like the same reason, because like people stereotype.
Just because of a little
stereotype
bit
things.
difference.
Yeah, differences. It's all about differences, because people can't accept differences. You know.
Yeah, it's
like
kind of
if
sad.
you see someone different than you, they'll be like, oh, why are they not like me? So I have to bully them, because like I don't. Sometimes people bully people because they don't feel good about themselves and they can't accept change.
Yeah, I know, right?
They can't accept
They feel a bit inferior to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're going to
it's
talk a lot more about the reasons why people
what they do,
differentiate
yeah.
and be racist. Okay. So stay tuned at Face to Face. So we're going to continue a lot more about racism. So watch out. Welcome back to Face, dear viewers. So we're here to talk about racism a lot more. So we talk about the differences, differentiating and separating, you
Yeah.
know, grouping and
Stereotypes.
stuff. Yeah. So talking about stereotypes, though, Indonesians have really chill stereotypes. You know, very smiley, very friendly, and very
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
But actually, if you go right into the middle of the metropolitan society, it's not.
Yeah, it's not like that at all.
It's not as pretty.
Yeah.
But then Chinese people actually have kind of bad stereotypes.
Repetition
coming up.
here, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Chinese people, be careful with them. They're very calculative. They're going to ruin your economy, and they're going to ruin your family with pretty
Oh
ladies.
my God,
There
that is
quite a lot of
that is
stereotypes.
actually accurate.
Yes,
I
and
just-
then
I feel like there aren't many stereotypes here, but there's a lot of ignorant people.
well, yes. Definitely,
lot
a lot of ignorant
ignorant
people. They
people.
don't really care about what's happening.
Yeah,
they
they
just
don't
like,
care.
as long as I'm alive, as long as I'm happy, then I'm okay.
You do you, you do me. Like let me
Yeah.
do me, you do you.
You're you, I. You're you, and I'm I.
I'm me.
Okay, talking about racism though, why do you think racism exists?
Because people feel the need, because I don't know, people want to be prioritized. Like that's why racism exists. Like because people like to be like superior. You know.
Do you think it starts from the egoism?
Yeah,
or the
exactly.
self-centered.
Sure. Yeah, self-centered, selfish, everything bad, basically. Like people want to feel they're important, and they want to feel like they're better than
But
the
they
other.
don't do anything, you know, worth it for people to actually pay attention to them.
Yeah, I mean, like we're all here for different reasons. Like no one is better than the other. Like you're not better than me. I'm not better than you. I'm not better than anyone. No one is better than me. You know.
But it's
Like
it's kind of ironic because when people say that, oh, you're very skillful, I want you to, you know, do the MC for this, and you're like, why not her?
Yeah, that's me actually.
She's better, not me. She's better.
Sometimes I say that because I don't want to. Like I don't, because I have to write scripts and like I have to memorize them. I have to be funny. I have to try to be funny, right? Or I'm gonna
Not
be
really.
boring.
You don't have to be funny, you know.
I have to try at least because I'm not funny at all.
But then,
I'll
when
probably embarrass
attention
myself.
is being shifted on someone, and that someone's like pointing someone else.
Yeah.
That's ironic. I don't know why racism exists when there's actually a special attention being given. Maybe they're just not, you know, putting their focus.
Yeah,
on the
I
right
get
things.
you. I get what you're trying to say. Yeah, that's actually me though. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, Shafira, do this. Wait, no, just let her do it.
We're pretty all like that. But in Indonesia, it's called, you know, indirect speech, and it's called, you know, trying to be low profile.
Yeah, low key.
But not exactly in the right way to say that.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, so about racism though, there's a video about a kind of social experiments
Ooh,
between
nice.
a black
I
man
love
and a
social
white man. Sorry
experiments.
to say, black man and white man. I feel so sad. Okay, between two
Two people with different skin color.
Okay, yeah. So let's say if it shows up, it's gonna be fun, you know, seeing.
I'm
you know,
excited
social
to see it.
Guys, I'm Joey Sals. I'm here today with my good friend Clarity, and we're out to prove if people really do discriminate against other people because of the color of their skin. Hey, what's up? My phone just died on me. Is it alright if I use yours to call my girlfriend real quick?
Yeah, sure. We just unlock it.
Alright, thanks. Just pick me up at the parking lot. Here you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Excuse me, sir, my phone just died, and I was wondering if I could just use it really quick, just make a quick phone call so I can tell my sister to come pick me up.
Yeah, my phone just died too, man. I don't have my charger on me, so.
Oh, your phone just died too?
Yeah, I don't have my charger. So, sorry, bro.
All right, it's all right.
Wish I could
Thank you.
help.
All right, it's all good. Thank you.
See you. If I can.
Excuse me, my phone just died. I gotta call my sister because I was waiting on my kid up. Can I use your phone really quick?
Dude, I've been trying to get service. I have no service here. I'm really trying to get this phone call. I'm sorry, bro.
It'll just take 2 seconds. I just gotta use.
I mean, if I had service, I'd get it.
All right, thank you. All right.
Is it okay if you use your phone real quick? My phone died. I just gotta call my girlfriend to pick me up.
Sure, dude.
Thanks. At the parking lot right around the block. Alright, thanks. Appreciate it. As you can see from this video, racism is still relevant in today's society. Give this video a share, let me know what you think in the comments below, and let's help end this injustice.
Well, look at that. That's kind of sad.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I mean, how can you do that? I mean,
that upsets me. That pisses me off, actually.
yeah, no, right. When I watched that, and I was like, oh, why do you guys do this?
Because
I mean, it's kind of funny. How can they not realize it's just a few minutes away and two people actually came to you, only you, to ask for phones?
Yeah, it's.
How can they not realize it's a social experiment? I mean, it's going to be weird. Like, oh, just now there was someone asking for my phone, and then there's another.
Yeah, I know, right? It's. I think they should like realize it. It's pretty obvious. Jinx.
But in the same time, it's pretty obvious that racism is not
Still
dead.
Yeah, it's
we
not
have to
dead.
kill the
Not
racism.
at all. Just because there isn't slavery anymore doesn't mean racism still doesn't exist.
Yes, I know. Like in America, like there used to be slavery problems in the past.
Yeah.
Then it's not there anymore. And remember when Martin Luther King, he did a very touching speech. You know,
Yeah.
he before he
He's the person that I kind of like
admire.
mostly look up to.
Yeah, I mean,
admire.
I like how
admire
he,
his guts
I like
so
how
much.
he stood up against the victims. Like, you know, nowadays
And
people blame on victims instead of the criminal. I don't
Exactly.
get what's happening.
Exactly.
I don't understand why. But we
Exactly.
shouldn't blame victims in any way possible.
Because you're just like adding up to like what they already have to deal with.
Yeah.
You should be supporting them, not
Yeah.
bringing them down.
No,
that's,
right?
That's stupid.
Talking about racism, though, it's one of the biggest problems that we have on Earth, around us,
Around the world.
everywhere. So do you think racism is contagious?
Very.
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 How is
Because
it
okay,
contagious?
let's say you have a kid and you hate black people, and then you teach your kids that's like, hey, don't hang out with black people. Then your kid will think that black people are bad, you know, and they won't hang out with them. So it's contagious. It's definitely contagious. Like if you teach someone not to like someone, then they won't. Especially if you're teaching them while they're growing up. That's mostly what's happening in America. That's just
So it basically goes back to parenting. And some people
Parenting.
actually say no to multiculturalism
Huh?
that kind of solves racism in a terms. Like it's not actually solving racism, but it's, you know, preventing racism. Like you have
exactly.
to
Like,
you have multiculturalism learned. You have learned it. You have studied about it.
yeah.
And your parents taught you about it, and you would feel like, okay, I can't do this. I have to respect them.
Yeah, exactly. Like because with multiculturalism, you have differences. You have people from all around the world with different cultural.
And you learn not to, you know, get involved and, you know,
Yeah,
saying
and
bad things
you
about
learn
them.
if you hang out with people with different cultures and with different skin colors, and you surround yourself with them, you'll understand what it's like being in their shoes. You'll understand what's going on, so you
Yeah.
won't judge like as quick as they do now. You know, like so you'll understand more of what's happening. if you just like hang
Do
out
you
with
remember
one
the
crowd.
video that our lecturer gave us about a social experiment when they asked, when people in UK and USA were asked whether they would accept multiculturalism or not,
Oh.
and they refused
This is
it.
the Western class, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
They
I remember
refused
that.
it. Why do you think they refused multiculturalism?
Because, like, as we said before, as we talked about before, people are scared of changes. People are scared of differences. They stick to what they know. That's why humans cannot develop, you know? That's why we can't evolve, because we're scared of changes and differences, which is stupid because we should be accepting them if we want to move on, you know?
I believe that multiculturalism is one of the uniqueness of us
Exactly.
among humans.
Yeah, I love
Like
multiculturalism.
I like how Indonesia is kind of chill with all those, you know, various cultures breakdown.
We're like, hey, cool, you're here. Nice.
Yeah. And I
People
I
should
think
move
it's-
here.
Well, not really, because we have our own problems inside. So
True.
yeah.
But
we can't really say Indonesia is a wonderful place, but in general, yes, it's a wonderful
it
place.
is. If we have like more culture here, like if we have black people and white people here and stuff like that, we would be awesome actually, because
Yeah.
we're more accepting, in my opinion. Sorry, not to be racist or anything.
So do you think racism is dangerous?
Very. Like a lot of people have died from racism.
Like, oh, for example?
Like Trayvon Martin Jr.
I do remember.
The teenager, the 17-year-old that got shot because this neighborhood watch guy thought that he was going to do something bad when he was just walking
That's really bad.
walking home. It's stupid. Like
I
the
actually
guy,
followed up to the news, and
right?
people actually blamed on him. I'm like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Like
So sad.
the little kid was just on his way home,
Yeah.
and the guy shot him because he thought he was dangerous, and the guy walked free. He didn't get any charges or like prison time.
I don't get how they get the thinking or the pattern of thinking, which is planted inside their brains. Why black peoples are being blamed? Why they think that black peoples are bad just because their skin is black? I mean,
Yeah.
why?
I have
Why?
no idea. Like in the history, black people were never the bad.
Yeah.
Were never the bad guy. You know, like they were the slave. They were the slaves, and the white people were the
They were
crackers.
actually being, being abused.
Yeah, I don't get
I
how
don't
they're
get
the
how.
bad guy.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I mean, look at now. I mean, can't people just realize that we are all equal? And then you know that about the human rights. The first
Yeah.
one would be equality,
Equality.
and they're
Exactly.
not
We're
doing
all
it.
the same.
And they're not doing it. That's kind of ironic and kind of sad too.
In God's eyes and in the
Yeah.
eyes of laws, we're all the same. We should all be treated the same way.
But humans are,
Yeah, humans.
they
will
say
be
rules
humans.
are there to be broken.
Yeah.
That's kind of misleading. So how does racism relate to hate crime in your opinion?
Because I don't know, like people like to give hate based on the color of your skin. People will like to bully you and haha, you're not in the same race as me, so you're like I'm better than you, you know? That's considered hate crime, I think. Like just people bullying other people because they don't agree with what they think or like the skin color, you know. It's like I said, it's stupid.
Actually, about racism though, we don't only have skin color discrimination, race discrimination, curly hair discrimination, or straight hair discrimination, or face features discrimination. We actually have the newest, latest hot issues, feminism.
Oh God. I was talking about that
That's
so
ouch.
much.
That's kind of ouch. Because feminism right now is kind of bad too. In kind
Very
of,
bad,
a
actually.
kind of very. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to describe. It's very bad.
Like,
Just
okay,
bad.
when a girl gets raped, people would be like, oh, she's asking for it. Just look at what she's wearing.
It's not about what she wears though. Like it's
Exactly. Like
it's happening now in Indonesia. There have been a lot of cases, and God, my heart aches.
it pisses me off how ignorant people can be.
Yes, I don't like how if you follow up on Facebook and social media, some guys actually went and spoke up about it, and
That's good. We need more people like that.
they spoke out like, you're not for guys, you're not supposed to blame the victims because basically you're deteriorating our masculinity.
Yeah, I get it. I get that.
You get that?
Yeah.
Our gentle manners, you're actually deteriorating that. You actually make girls feel really bad, really insecure, and they're complaining about no girls want to be with you.
Yeah,
You know how
exactly.
irony is it? Like they're like, oh, look at her. She wore something really open, and then those 14 guys raped her. Like, what's so open about school uniform?
Exactly. It's just school
So
uniform.
weird.
What you need to do is just control yourself.
Yeah, I don't
You know?
get why. I mean, religions teach us that, how to control ourselves, how to make borders for ourselves, limits for ourselves. I don't get how those 14 rapists could be.
I can't even
you know-
imagine
you
what
know,
that girl
could,
is going
you know,
through
could
right now.
actually defend themselves with we're minors, and
Exactly.
we were drunk. I don't think that's
Like, we shouldn't be teaching girls what to wear or what not to wear. We should be teaching people how to be decent. That's
yes.
it.
That I mean the perspective, the pattern of thinking.
Yeah,
I think
your
that's the
point
most
of views.
important thing. I mean,
Yeah, not what
first
you wear.
will be the pattern of thinking. Second will be the girls.
Yeah.
I actually support like the girls shouldn't wear any too revealing clothes.
I mean, like, you do you know, you do whatever you want to do to express yourself. Wear whatever you want.
But I don't really support like wearing bikinis on daylight.
Yeah,
walking
I
down
mean,
the
like
street.
it's no, of course not. I mean, like maybe it's normal in America, but in here it's like we're not used to that
yeah.
yet.
But at
you
least
know?
we're not actually accepting that kind of culture, 100%. So
Yeah.
I believe that it's in the pattern of thinking. Okay, so we're going to talk about more, continuing this talk, feminism, in the last segment. I'm
Okay.
really sad it's going to end soon. So anyway,
Aw.
stay tuned at Face to Face. Welcome back, viewers, to Face to Face. So here we're going to talk more about, racism-related stuff. But since we have limited time for this segment, I'm really sad.
We can do this.
We can do this. So basically, talking about feminism just now, just in the previous segment, feminism, though, it's a big problem since
It's a
ancient
big
time.
problem here.
Since ancient times. And people are actually trying to put the victim in a very difficult spot. I mean, how can you put the victims in the spot when the victims were murdered?
Exactly. Like, why are
she-
you blaming people who are
they
dead?
they were raped. You took their the dignity that God gave them,
Yeah.
and then you murdered them,
And then you blame them.
and
That's
then you blame them,
no common sense
and then
at
you
all.
try to defend yourself with the with ridiculous reasons. We're minors.
Or like bad childhood. You know?
We're minors and we were drunk. How could you? I mean,
That's-
drunk people. You know how drunk people were like. They're like wobbly. They can't even walk.
Yeah.
And how could they
They can't
rape someone?
Exactly. like they won't
if the
even
reason will be drunk, that's kind of weird, and I don't
It's silly.
understand. But I support our president. He has decided to put a new rule for those rapists.
What is
either
it? Is
death
it-
penalty
Yes.
or
Please.
there's another one, but I'm not sure how to say that.
Just death penalty, honestly.
No, death is too cheap. I'm sorry.
True. I mean, like they should be tortured first, and then death.
I mean, we should. I mean, I'm having a dilemma right now because, as a human, and as a religious person myself, I don't think we should,
kill people.
kill people or torture them.
I feel like okay.
And another side, I'm like, they were like, they turned themselves into beast,
Yeah.
and they wanted to talk about humanity. I'm like, wow.
Some people, like horrible people like that,
Wow.
to me, they deserve to die.
I mean, if you want to do
They're-
something, do it smartly, please.
Like they shouldn't be even treated as equal as a human being because
Yes.
their actions are not human at all.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get
that's why
that.
I support death penalty for people like that.
So talking about racism though, since we talk about how bad racism is and how it's very, it has gotten really bad nowadays, and then how it is contagious and how it is, trying deteriorating the quality of humanity and the human behaviors. So how can we prevent, in your opinion, how can we prevent racism?
By talking about it, by giving people like lessons and teaching people not to hate someone based on their skin color, like making people more aware of what's going on. Like there's more to it than what we know. There's more to racism than what we know, not just hating someone based on their skin color, It's not just that, even though that's the definition, that it's not just that, there's more to it. And we have to like just wake people up, Stop.
I believe the education now needs to
just
put
educate yourself.
Anti-racism.
Be open-minded. Yeah.
Yes, be open-minded. I really agree with that. So apparently we have come to the end of
God.
today's talk. I'm really happy that you're here. Really
thanks.
happy that we're talking about racism.
Yeah.
I finally got this covered up for face-to-face. I'm really happy.
It's awesome.
So viewers, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode about racism, and we could share quite a lot of experiences, quite a lot of opinions, and how we should stop and prevent or even kill the racism itself. So thank you viewers for hopefully. So thank you viewers for watching, and thank you for the crews for making these
Thanks guys.
perfect. Thank you so much, and see you next week. Bye.